And we should be live now. How's everyone doing? And welcome to another live stream. I'm your host Frenzy, and today just wanted to do a chill stream. So essentially I wanted an excuse to do a second stream, and what better way doing it than to actually do something productive is preparing for tomorrow's stream. Tomorrow we're actually going to be doing the Soul Link with Kukki, hopefully. He is having a maintenance going on with his internet connection, so that may potentially negatively affect the potential chance of us doing the Soul Link together tomorrow. But chances are, I'm pretty sure it should be fine. I'm pretty sure it'll go through. But yeah, what I'm doing right now is getting some side quests. This is pretty much boring stuff, but like it's essentially like a chill stream, you know. I just wanted to talk to you guys for the meantime, because there's a lot of things I kind of want to discuss, and not really great at like formulating thoughts in my head, but like we do whatever we can, right? We do whatever we can. But how's everyone doing? Yeah, another Pirate stream. It's like a low-key stream, you know. This wasn't necessarily like a planned stream. I just kind of wanted to do it because I was like, yeah, why not? I also think the music is maybe a little loud. We're gonna lower it a little bit so it's not too overpowering. Last time I did like a stream like this with like Genshin Impact, and like I've noticed that the stream audio was like way too loud. So I was like, yeah, maybe I should like not do that for next time. But yeah, just a little earlier, I was doing Armored Core 6. If you guys are unaware, Armored Core 6 being made by From Software, also the same creators for Dark Souls, Elden Ring, Sekiro. They make a lot of really awesome games, fairly difficult games. Armored Core 6, honestly, I would say, as a person who hasn't really played much Souls games, like I think the only thing I remember was like maybe like a Dark Souls 3 tutorial, and that's kind of it. I kind of vaguely remember it, but from what I've heard from a lot of people, it's definitely not a Souls-like. It's definitely a difficult game, but it's definitely not Souls-like for sure. There are ways for you to get around a lot of things, and overall, Souls-like or not, it's a pretty awesome game. So if you're into like the whole customization aspect of the game, you're gonna freaking love Armored Core 6. I have like around 60 hours worth of just like, you know, playtime with my first playthrough, and also the New Game Plus playthrough, which is what we're doing on stream. So definitely stay tuned for those. Those are really fun. I think you're missing out if you're not watching it. They're really fun to do. Pretty nice difficulty. Just really fun game. Just a really fun, well-made game with a pretty decent story. But how you doing, Kennedy? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, it's fun though. It's really fun. The game literally just grabbed me by the ass, and I was just playing it the whole time, and I just fell in love with it. Like, it's not common that I just play games where I just play it and I'm like, oh man, you know, I'm gonna keep playing. I'm gonna play New Game Plus. Most of the time when it comes to like New Game Plus, I don't really bother with it because it's really not much new. It's just like, hey, if you do New Game Plus, what will happen is you'll get the opportunity to play the same game, but like now you have everything. And that's kind of it. And like, don't get me wrong, some people like it, but like for me, that's not like a reason to like actually try out New Game Plus, you know? But that's just me. With this game though, the reason why you want to do like New Game Plus and New Game Plus Plus is because you unlock parts, which is really huge. Not only do you unlock parts, but you also unlock some new stories, some new potential battles, and you also unlock new endings as you try to get towards the what's considered as the true ending, which is really cool. You know, I was doing it and I was like, okay, I'm like really invested again. Like, I didn't expect much from a New Game Plus, but yeah, the game well exceeded my expectations for sure. So I'm really happy. It's a good game, definitely. It's not for everybody, and I would say there's definitely a lot of points where like you might consider quitting. Like, I think a lot of people quit in the tutorial boss because it's actually that hard. But like once you actually get the hang of it and you don't give up, you'll get to it. Like, you'll find out it promotes you for trying new builds. It like, you know, it convinces you to try to make new builds. It rewards you for making new builds. Like, it's awesome. It's a great game. You're doing all right. Been lots of drama. Yeah, I know. You told me there was like drama in the pirate server, which like, I'll be real, I don't know. Like, I rarely interact there, I'll be real. Oh yeah, and also this song comes from Armored Core 6, anyone wondering. Yeah, there's some pretty good music, though. I would say definitely not, like, you know, very, like, upbeat or anything, but, like, it's not really meant to be a game like that. You were invested in the drama? Let's go. W drama? W drama, W drama. We love drama, we love drama. Okay, how we doing? Okay, cool. Dude, ah man, I'm just like in my own world. I'll be real. I've been in my own world. Like, you know, I'm just like focusing on myself like a lot, and I've just been enjoying myself. Really, honestly, it was thanks to like just being able to do what I want, you know? It made me really happy whenever I got my Elgato set up, and I was like, oh my god, I can stream console games again. I got a larger HDMI cord, so I don't have to worry about having to move my setup from place to place. And it just made me feel so happy, because, like, don't get me wrong, you know, I like Pirate and Wiz, but you guys, if you've known me for long enough, you know that I don't necessarily like to stick within one game usually. Which is not great for YouTube, I'll tell you that much. But like, it's just my way of doing things, you know? Like, I like to have a little bit of spice of variety, you know, helps me take a break from, you know, both games when, if there's something that goes on, then like, maybe I'm not, you know, feeling it, then like, yeah, I get these other games to like keep me refreshed, and once I actually log back into the other games like Wiz and stuff, I feel much happier, I feel like more myself when I play them, and not just do it just because I have nothing else to do. And it's just been fun. Like, I like it, man. It's great. I will say not many people tune into them, but like, to those who do, like, again, thank you. You guys are honestly really awesome. And even the ones who don't, like, you know, I still appreciate you guys for like just, you know, supporting the channel and everything. Being patient with me, you know, even though I've been like, you know, in and out about everything. I had so many plans, like, oh, I want to make this video, I want to make this video, and then nothing really happened. To be fair, part of the reason was because I was focusing on work. I was working like 40 plus hours or so, because, you know, holiday season. So that was part of the reason. And when I did have free time, I rather had used that time to de-stress and just like, you know, play something else, you know? Just like, feel good, like relax. You do what you want? Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, like, it just makes me so happy, you know? Like, being able to just like set up like my PS5 so easily, and it still works pretty well, and I don't really have much issues. I did have issues the past couple days, but like part of the reason is because of storms, and I think on YouTube's end there's still some issues with like connectivity, so that might be another thing too, is that the connectivity is maybe not so good with like the servers, so maybe that keeps messing up, because that messed up my recent stream, and then I had to do a part 2, but then it ran just fine. So like I was good. I'm not exactly sure what I did to fix it. I think it just kind of fixed itself, but I just kind of restarted the stream and it worked just fine. I mean, changed a few settings, restart the stream, and it works fine. It works awesome, actually. But yeah, it's definitely not a CPU issue. Like, even on my OBS, it's literally telling me, it's like, oh, you're barely using like 0.2% of your CPU. And my internet was fine. You know, could be that it may have went off for like a quick sec and then it came back through, but then afterwards the servers got fucked, but I don't know. Regardless though, like, I feel pretty good. I'm only getting this quest just because it has good ship XP. I think like anything like past like 300 and up is like good ship XP, honestly. Oh, we have a Why No Shrine? Oh, and Ashen Dock. We have Ashen Dock as well. But yeah, I was telling Kukki, hey, I know this is kind of like, you know, a little rough in terms of like setting up for like the side quest saga. I would say this is my least favorite part of the of like the Soul Link series, or like any of those like series I do, is the side quest saga, because it's a lot of doing this. It's a lot of walking around, getting side quests, having to, you know, redo your quest area so like it keeps getting updated and actually gives you like literal actual quests instead of like the same ones every single time. So like it's annoying, but once that's done, the hard part is done. The easy part is actually like, you know, doing it. Yeah, there's one in Ashen Dog, which I have no idea. Where is this? I guess I'll just go this way. Why not? Especially in Mushu. Honestly, yeah. Even though like we have the fast travel now, though, I think the fast travel is gonna be pretty useful though. Oh, I guess we're going to Subata now. Okay. Yeah, I guess we're going to Subata now. Cool. I guess it's everything from here. I decided to do all sites for the companion dialogue though. Just feels empty without. Yeah, I feel you. I feel like when like you don't have much to do, like, you know, you just kind of find things to do, and like you eventually do find it. And I don't know, maybe for me it's like I don't really focus too much on like, you know, sweaty gameplay or anything. Like I just focus on, you know, being able to do what I need to do and just call it. Like I don't need like the best of the best build. And that's what I like about Pirates. Like you don't really need that. And it kind of worries me because it's like they were talking about like, oh, we need to give gear that gives more stats and stuff. And I'm like, I don't know, man. Like I feel like the beauty about Pirate is that it's a power-based game, and I really like the fact that it's a power-based game. Sure, it's fine to give better stats and stuff, but I feel like there's a fine line you have to like cross when it comes towards prioritizing stats and stuff. And as much as I do like Eric Stormbringer, the fact that he was mentioning about like more stat stuff and kind of promoting more of that, I was just like, I don't know, man. Like that's cool and all, but like at the end of the day, like we would prefer, you know, more powers, if anything, like unique powers and stuff like that. Like that's what we prefer. It's just easier, you know? It's just easier, doesn't really require too much grinding for it, like if you really need it or not. And like, you just kind of have more freedom to like try out different builds. Cause like the moment that like Pirate ever becomes like a power base, like a, not power base, the moment like Pirate becomes like a stats based game like Wiz, I feel like the beauty of Pirate is lost. But that's just my opinion. I think there's a fine line. It's fine, like, you know, you want to go a little bit more stats, you know. Obviously, we could definitely use some more stats, especially Witch Doctor. Oh my god, that class needs nothing but stats. But there's a fine line to it. That's just all I'm trying to say.
I wager we can shake down some of those Inoshishi bandits and learn where their leaders live.
Yeah, I think there's a fine line, and it just can't really be crossed. I like stats and new gear, but like it's all fun in games until you get burnt out. Exactly. That's a mistake I constantly make for new content. Yeah, definitely. If they're nerfing Scratch, I'd better see a Witch buff. Yeah, honestly, I think Witch just kind of needs a rework, in my opinion. If anything. Me personally, that's the way I think. I think Witch in general just kind of needs a rework. I think their minions can be a lot better. I think in general, minions in this game could be a lot better. You know, I always thought of them as like a debuff school. Like, don't get me, okay, correct me if I'm wrong, but like, did you ever, like, whenever you first started playing Pirate and you saw Witch Doctor, wouldn't you think that Witch Doctor would have been like a debuffer? Like, that's how you know how like Nihility is in Honkai Star Rail? Like, I always thought Witch Doctor would be like Nihility, like maybe some sort of like damage over time or like debuffer. That would be kind of cool if you ask me. That would be kind of cool. But that's always how I thought Witch Doctor would be, as a debuffer. Like, if they describe it as fragile or whatever in face-to-face, but like, yeah, I don't know. I've always thought Witch Doctor as like maybe some sort of like DOT or debuffer. Yeah, that's how I always thought Witch Doctor, because like, think about it, right? It's like Musketeer, you know, excels very well in long distance, is very bad in like short distance combat, like, you know, like melee close space combat. You got Privateers, who are basically like the supports of all supports. Buccaneers is the chain machine. They have more potential to out-damage a Swashbuckler. Swashbuckler, very sneaky, does high amounts of damage outright instead of like relying so much on chains. Their damage is usually just outright. And then Witch Doctor, I always thought it would be like a debuffer. I think my quest finder's broken. Yeah, I think my quest finder's a little broken. See, this is the thing I don't like about doing this, is like, once the quest finder's messed up, it's kind of messed up for a while. Classic goofy arrow. I mean, there's way more quests than this. I doubt that I accepted like a bunch of side quests in Subata Temple. I'm gonna just go to Subata Temple real quick and then we'll handle it from there. Because there's definitely more quests than this, I think. I don't think that's all that there is to give. But yeah, I'm excited. Hopefully it goes well. One thing to note about the side quest saga, we're basically kind of like doing like a normal playthrough at that point, until it's over, and then we go straight to Aquila. So anything that happens within the side quest saga doesn't really count. It's like, it's its own thing. It's really just its own thing. It's more like a preparing stage. Things that happen during it don't really count. And even then, things rarely happen in side quest saga, because we're like over leveled by then. We're like above the level that's required to even do it. Alright, let's see. If I log back in, maybe I should get like a update, right? There you go. I don't know why the quest error keeps breaking every time. It's always annoying to me. And I think most of these quests are even like super low XP, barely give any ship XP kind of quest.
Could you deliver this meal to Lord Chagatai? I would be most honored if you could do that for me.
I should definitely do like a Honkai Star Rail stream where I'm just doing like the harder content of like, because you know they have like a Simulated Universe, they have Swarm, and they have Gears. And I should do like a stream where I just try to finish that. Wait, is that? Hold on. Oh, the Moon Manchurian candidate. That's a good one, actually. That one we need to accept. But yeah, I definitely gotta do a stream like that where I just do the hard content stuff. I don't do it because my units aren't really necessarily ready. I try to treat this game like I do Genshin, where it's like, oh, I'm gonna build as much units as possible, and you know, just have a lot of units to just play around with, and forgetting the fact that like, oh, you need the Trailblaze power, but also you need that for like money because you're always out of money, materials because you're always out of materials, for traces and all that stuff. Then you need relics, and then you get some booty relics, just like booty artifacts in Genshin. So there's a lot that goes into it, but I do like the fact that recently they're having it to where they're trying to promote people to build more characters, in a sense. Like, there's the Pure Fiction event, which I haven't been able to beat all the way through. I get fairly close, but it feels like I'm missing some sort of damage output with my units at the current time. The only like AoE unit I have is like Jin Yuan, but like the thing about Jin Yuan is he really needs like a bunch of like really like decent supports with him too. Like a Rulo May will be really good, especially because like Jin Yuan has like really good break effect. Well, he can break really easily. He can break shoots really easily thanks to the Lightning Lord. And then Topaz will be really useful for the follow-up and stuff. Like, I just need like my other supports that help him a little bit better. The main thing I would say would be like Rulo May, honestly. Subata Tea House, we've been there before. So I guess we go to Ashen Dock, unless I've already been there before. I might have already been there before. We'll see, we'll see. I think it's Crimson Dock, no? No, it's definitely not here. I mean, sure. We're like close to the ship now, so might as well. I'm gonna mark there just in case. That way we have access to a teleporter nearby. Oh my god, so far. The thing I don't like about the quest finder is that it doesn't really tell you the skyway either. I feel like there definitely needs to be an update for that where like it'll tell you where the skyway is too. That way I have a better general idea as to where I'm going. Maybe I'm just being way too picky, but still, like, I feel like it'd be nice. Yo, we're racing. Oh no, he's gonna beat me because he's like maxed out and I'm still like a wee little level 50, 60 something nautical XP and with like 60 something other stuff. Oh, he's giving me a head start, thank you. He's letting me catch up, you know? I win! Oh yeah, well, companion tomes. XP isn't that good, but the companion tomes is, that's the only reason we accept this, because of the companion tomes. Otherwise, we wouldn't have bothered. Let's see. Okay, there's a couple of people around here. I'll make sure that I have a port back in case I need it. Oh god, I hate this thing. That entrance somehow always gets me caught. It's fine though. But yeah, this is a really good excuse to like... Oh great, do I have to really go this way? It's fine. It's a good excuse for me to just like not have to worry about doing this in the morning tomorrow or like later. Like honestly later I might just do more golden gears so I can get more endings and stuff and just chill. I kind of want to build a new AC. That's the thing about that game. That game really just makes me want to build new ACs to play with. Wow, I came all this way for like 35 XP. Let's go. We love going for 35 XP. Dude, Honkai Star Rail music is such a vibe. I don't know what is it. It's just like, it's just so chill. I love how chill the music is for this game. For Star Rail. Looks like the only thing left is the Temple of North Wind, and I guess we can go back. Yeah, once the quest roll starts working kinda though, like, it's pretty accurate. So like, I think we should be fine without having to explore unnecessary areas that we don't need. To my experience, I just kept using the quest arrow. I have to restart it a couple times, but it works just fine mostly. So I was planning to get a job out here. Oh man, no, not a job. I mean, like, honestly, yeah, everyone needs one to an extent. I feel like even if you have the money, like, I feel like everyone should, like, get to experience, like, retail or, like, fast food. Just to see how it's like. So, like, maybe you don't turn out to be a shitty person, you know? That's all I'm saying. But I felt like I had concerns, since I didn't really seem to fit any qualifications. No one does. You just have to find someone who's like willing to take you in. And it's a lot of BS, honestly, but like once you get the first job, like you're fine. Like everyone can be trained. You know, it just happens to be like some companies are just super picky about like things for no reason. They know damn well that people don't have the experience. They're trying to get the experience. Yeah, but me personally, Um, the way I see it, oh shoot, I dropped my bottle. The way I see it is you'll just like try to find someone who's like willing to take you in and maybe pays pretty decently. I would say like my first job I think was around I think it was like around 8 an hour plus commissions. Because I worked at a shoe store. Then I worked at an office supply store, and that was like a wage of like 9 an hour plus. It was still 9 an hour. They changed it to 9.50 after a year. Crazy, right? And then my third job is the one I'm working in now. Okay, let's go to... Should we go to Kotan? Yeah, let's go to Kotan. Oh, this is the General Soul area. We've already got everything we need here. So in that case, we'll go to Windy Dock. So we'll go to Windy, Icy, and I guess Kita? Yeah, sure. But yeah, you'll find something eventually. I would say what kind of helps is definitely a good resume definitely always helps to an extent, and good to decent communication skills. You can basically fake it till you make it kind of thing. Like, I'm not even kidding. You can literally kind of like fake it till you make it kind of thing. With like, you know, job application stuff. It does take you some time though. It's not something that usually comes easily. And honestly, once you get your first job, like, it gets a little easier switching to different jobs. As long as like you have a pretty good like relationship with the people in your workplace. And my only other recommendation is once you get the job, I feel like it's something that you definitely need to stay for a decent bit. I'm not sure what's considered a decent bit. Some people think like a handful of months is pretty good. Some people say that a year is good enough to stay in the job. That way, you know, companies that like are trying to hire you can say like, oh, you know, once you get in, you're gonna be here for a while, so like it's not a waste of time to train you and stuff like that. And let's be honest, it's a lot of BS. Like, you know, we're doing this for money, dude. I really hate the question. It's like, oh, so why did you apply for this job? It's like, oh, you know, I just want to learn new things, kind of thing. Like, I give us some BS answers, and like the interviewer knows it's a BS answer, and I know that they're giving me BS answers as well. Like, that's just how it is. It's a whole process of BS. That welcome to retail and like anything that when it comes to getting a job, it's a lot of BS. You'll find your way. But you'll find your way. It'll take some time though. When I first tried to apply for a job, I went to a job fair, and I was actually on TV. I didn't even know I was on TV, apparently, for like a quick second, but I was on TV. I was in the news, and it was just me shaking hands with someone. And then afterwards, during that job fair, I got a couple of potential gigs. I got one for Movie Tavern, and then one for like what used to be called Putt Putt, but now Alley Cats. Movie Tavern is so BS because it's like you are essentially gonna be there. Potentially you could be a closer, you could be leaving really late, so like basically till the last airing, clean up the place and then go home, and you get paid like I think $3 to $4 an hour or something like that. But like their excuse to like giving you like such a shitty wage is like tips and stuff, which like I absolutely hate, man. Like I really hate tipping culture. I really do. I give pretty good tips. I usually give like kind of like what's kind of recommended, like, you know, 15%, sometimes 20%. Sometimes I just give you like a freaking stack, and then it was like, okay, cool, we're out of here. But it's because like I know it sucks, but like there's not much that they can do about the whole tipping thing. Like it's just like their ways of getting like what they need. But like I really do hate the culture that's out of tipping. Like it's just an excuse to like not have a good wage. And then people just come up with like so many excuses for like not having like a livable wage and kind of thing. But yeah, it sucks, man. Like $3 to $4 an hour and you be leaving late and you have to rely on people not to be asses. That's like yikes, dude. So like I basically like I think the first time like I got the potential chance of an interview, and then once I found out the pay, I never called back. Like they tried calling me multiple times and I just like I think I blocked their number or something. Because I was just like, yeah, I definitely don't want to work in a place that like pays me way under the minimum wage. That should be illegal, but like it's not. You know, it is what it is. Welcome to America, I guess. But yeah, then I think the second job was like they gave me a call. It was like Alley Cats, and they were gonna give me an interview, but then I guess nothing happened. So like I just never got anything. And keep in mind, guys, I was desperate for a job. At that time, I was desperate for a job. It was my first time. And I just wanted a job. I needed a job. I needed to make money somehow. Paying for college and paying for my own personal expenses kind of thing. Which, like, it's funny because, like, within those jobs, oh my god, it did not help at all it did not help all that much with my fundings and stuff. Like, it's crazy. But, yeah, I mean, it is what it is, as they say. But after like job searching for other places, I also tried applying for like markets and stuff, and just none of them really worked out. But eventually I did find one, and that was when I started working at the shoe store. Then I got laid off because of COVID. So that was fun. And during that time, I was trying to find like maybe I could like work at a market or something. And that's because like the way I thought about it was like, oh, okay, if I work at a market, you know, my job security is most likely protected because like everyone needs markets. Like you can't just really shut down the market. Everyone's gonna need a market to an extent. It could literally be something as simple as like online orders, and like they're gonna need you because you know it's a market. You know, people need markets. So I was like, okay, I'll try applying for those, and didn't work out at first, and then eventually I work in one. So that's nice. Pays pretty good. I'm trying not to get caught here. Oh god. Oh god. I wonder how much I have left in terms of like quests to get in Mushu. I think Subala is honestly the last place I go to, and then afterwards, that's pretty much most of the quests. Summon Marleybone, and then we should be good. We should be done. I got most of it ahead of time. I was getting it while watching the Lakers game. Corrupted Shrine. Let's see if the era updates. This is probably the annoying thing about doing this, is like having to update the era every time. Yeah, so I guess there's nothing. Yeah, there's nothing, chat. Gotta switch the playlist real quick. Let's go with this. Hell yeah. Gran Turismo, man. Gran Turismo has some banger music, man. Did you know this is the music I study to? Like, when I'm studying for a test, I'm like probably listening to this playlist or like a handful of other playlists I have. But yeah, Gran Turismo just has really good music. Sorry, I'm trying to do this Wallywood grind. Hey, no worries, man. No worries. I'm just vibing. Okay, so we went to... Hold on, can I get like really close so I don't get caught? That should be close. So we went to the Icy Dock, the Crimson Dock. I think... Have we went to Verdant Dock? I might just check that last. Windy Dock for sure. Ashen Dock, I'm not sure. Shadow Fortress, no. Haunted Shrine, no. I guess we'll go to like Verdant and Ashen maybe. And that should probably do it. Oh, I think it's taking us to Verdant Dock right now. Dude, honestly, having this fast travel though helps a lot. I think this is like the first side quest saga where I actually did utilize the fast travel system, which I really appreciate. Because Mushu does take a while. Especially without it. Yeah, I like this part. This part goes hard. Yeah, honestly, like, man, Gran Turismo, man. I remember I played that when I was a kid. I was never good at it. It's okay. It's okay, XP. I'll take it. Listen, I'm desperate for XP, okay? I'm desperate for XP. Oh. East Wind, Wino Shrine. So yeah, we got 2 East Winds, which is right here. Yes, excellent. I wonder what kind of build I want to do for AC6 though. Like, I made 10 builds. I made a lot of builds that, like, I wanted to make it really similar to Gundam, but obviously, like, I want it to be, like, optimal in a sense, but, like, as close to, like, how it is in Gundam, right? So a couple of my builds have some extra stuff to just make the build a little bit more optimal to use, but overall, you know, they still stay pretty true to like the Gundam build. Because like, for those who don't know, I'm a huge fan of Gundam. Started off with like Gundam Wing, and then I finally got to watch the original series and absolutely loved it. I watched Zeta and absolutely loved it, and I want to continue watching the Gundam series. There's a lot of good stuff out there for sure. There's also the new Witch of Mercury, which I heard was pretty good. And I think there's like this cute lesbian couple. I know, I've seen clips. They're freaking cute. But yeah, it's cool. It's cool. I like it. All right, here we go. But yeah, I got like a lot of inspiration to make like builds that are very similar to that. So I have like the red comet, which is basically like a Zaku. I wanted to have like the blue Zaku kind of guy, but like I honestly don't like the whip weapon. I really don't. I think my guess is the whip weapon is more like a finisher. Like, you know, if you manage to like stun the enemy, then you can use it as like a finisher. That's my guess. Maybe it's decent as a finisher. So like maybe I'll build it, maybe I won't. I'm not sure. But I have a multitude of builds that are very similar to it. Like I have Double O, which is basically more like a melee-ish build. Red Comet, which is kind of like a hybrid kind of thing. I got the Dom, which I really love that one. I think that one's like the really closest one to like the actual Dom model. It's really fun. And I made some my own builds as well. I'm not sure if you saw on Twitter, but I think I made a build that's like that was inspired by Morgant's Shadow Spider form. That's another one I've made. That one's really fun to use for sure. I've upgraded my Zeus model, which is essentially like, it's kind of funny because it's a spider model, but the neat thing about the spider models is they can actually levitate, they can float. So like you could basically just start raining down like a lot of like projectiles on your enemies. So I call it Zeus because that's just exactly what it does. It just rains down projectiles. It's really cool. Koton is the that one area, right? Let me see. Let me go over here. Kita. Where's Kita take me? Psh, I have no idea what the fuck this is. I have no clue what the hell this is. Maybe I think I've already been here. Yeah, I think I've already been here. Oh, yeah, and then my most recent build, which is Reaper, which is basically like a gun-slinging build. It's got the 2 plasma rifles and like handguns for like consistent damage. I love it. It's such a fun build. And that's like not a build I'm good at, but it's really fun to use. And then I have the sweaty wheelchair build for like the really hard bosses. Oh, and then I have like the whole melee lance kind of build with like a Barbados build. Like there's a lot of really cool things you could do with it. It's nice. I find a lot of joy with it. Let's go to Icy Dock. I think there's only one more place to go, chat. Yeah, one more place to go, and I think it's just Marleybone and we're done. We should be good for the side quest saga-ish. So we went to Verdant, I think, right? So let's see. Windy, Ashen Dock. It's the only place I haven't been to yet. I don't think there's anything in the Shadow Fortress. I think the Shadow Fortress is just a dungeon. Nice. How's the Waterroot grind going for you, Kennedy? I haven't even started. I haven't done shit this winter break in terms of like preparing Wiz. Like I just can't do it, man. I can't do it. It's like I try, I just can't do it. Apparently I've already been here, so I guess this is everything in Mushu. This feels a lot less than I expected, I'll be real. It's going fine, mainly done with the Freddy other than the Storm Ring. Yeah, I gotta do it, honestly. I really should. I really should do it, I'll be real. Still need a bunch of Athames. Decks are fine, Emirates are still going. Oh, damn. That's rough. Yeah, I think I've been... yeah, I've already been here. I think I've already been in Ravage too. So I think we're done with Mushu, right? I think we're done with Mushu. Even then, I'm not out of the woods though. I'm gonna have to farm jewels on the wizards. Oh, that sucks. At least you can craft them though. At least you can craft them. Like for Freddy, he drops damage jewels that are school specific. Yeah, but you can craft them at least once you unlock the crafting feature. So like, I don't think it should be that bad. I mean, now getting it for multiple wizards, yeah, that's gonna be rough, but it shouldn't be that bad. I do like the fact you can craft them. It's good. That's a good thing. Gotta defeat 10 times. That's not bad. Honestly, I should do that. I should make a stream for that. I said that, and then I ended up playing Armored Core 6. Listen, the game's good, okay? The game's good. Can you play me? The game's good. It's fun. It's a fun game to play. Okay, I think I've already finished Mushu, so I think we should just be able to go to Marleybone now. Got weapons 57 more times, not bad. Yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. Yeah, I have been here, Alright. Let's go back to Marleybone. Oh, we could finish the quest as well, why not? I heard that the pirate team might be cooking this year now, that a new world isn't coming out this year. I mean, I'm excited to see what they might bring. I did like Sinbad Part 3. I think it's pretty good. Sinbad Part 3 was pretty good. Now I will say I didn't really farm it, mainly because I didn't have the energy nor the time. Farming is just not really my thing. I have to be really dedicated for it, and it's like in short bursts. So like, the moment I'm no longer as dedicated, I'm just no longer dedicated. That's just kind of me, you know? I grow to learn that farming is just not my thing. After I got my magic wand and mount, I went. I mean, yeah, it's like, here's the thing, right? In a lot of RPGs, I farm a lot, but like, I just farm for experience and maybe some gear. And like, like in Kingdom Hearts, for example, you can craft the gear for the most part. Most of it is just crafting. And honestly, most of your grind is literally just going to be the leveling grind, and that's it. Like leveling up your forms, leveling up whatchamacallit, leveling up your base level, all that stuff. Like that's it. But like in Wiz, it's like, yeah, you gotta level up your levels, level up your pets. Hopefully they don't fail, by the way. You know, level up your spell elements, which, yeah, it's just not. I feel like they try too hard in like artificially creating playtime. Like, I find it funny though, because it's like, okay, to be fair, they have a point, right? They have a point. But like, Honkai Star Rail fans, Genshin fans, all talk about like how the team is trying to artificially, like, you know, create like playtime and grind and stuff like that. But it's not that bad. Like, it's annoying, but like, it's not as terrible. Like, if they ever were to pick up Wiz, I feel like they would just quit on the spot, because like Wiz is just like insane amounts of grind you have to do. It's like everything, every little thing you have to do is a grind, and it's like, nah, just not feeling it, man. Oh, my pets are failing big time. Their numbers ain't even increasing. That sucks, man. Yeah, and I know there's a method to it, and it's just so boring. Like, pet training is just really boring. I just want to get it over with and just like call it a day. Cold take, but I feel like pet training became so much unfun the moment stat gear bonuses came through, and then the Frillo store came through. Once that came through, pet training became unfun. I mean, it wasn't that fun to begin with, but it became more unfun thanks to like the freaking Frillosaur.
If you ever find yourself in Gullet, could you please visit?
And that's my cold take. Like, there's no way this take is hot. Like, it is served cold through the freezer kind of take. I hate that little pet. I really do.
What, Mom? If you could bring me some crocagator leather, I'd be able to fashion my own clothes around the land and pay you for your troubles.
Could I avail upon you, kind traveler, to bring him the missive in question? I'd be eternally obliged.
Oh, yes. Companion Tome. And decent XP. I never realized how many Stone Colossus TCs I have. Definitely gonna be useful for... Yeah. Shee, man. Raids, I never heard of them, man. I never heard of them.
Would you be brave to go out into Westminster Skyway and get some Skyguard billets and Albion potatoes for me?
Honestly, like, the more I came to realize, raids just aren't my thing. But like, objectively speaking, I feel like the raids aren't that great designed. I think the Dragon Spire raid is pretty decently designed. I actually did like the Dragon Spire raid. I think the Azteca raid though was like, the Azteca raid is like, you flew too close to the sun type of raid. Like, you went a little too hard with it, to the point that it's just like bad. Like, it's just annoying. You're prepping kinda? I feel you. I miss him so much. Richard invited me to his guild. I feel you. Nah, man. I mean, have fun with that. It's just not for me, man. I think objectively speaking, though, like I don't like the way the Aztec array was designed. Like, it was interesting in concept. It's just that, like, the thing that really sucks about the Aztec array is how energy intensive it is. And then they bring like the whole idea of like the group elixirs, and I'm like, doesn't that just make the raids a little pay to win at that point? Like it just doesn't feel right with me. Unless somehow you can't access like the group elixirs in the crown shop while raiding, like I don't see why that was even made. I didn't even like the Aztec raid difficulty. I don't mind much, but I feel like I'm grinding for PvP like gear. Yeah, and like the Dragon's Power one, it was just nice. It was nice to the point, you know, it didn't overstay its welcome. It felt good. It felt great. And like they had some interesting concepts. It's just that like they just, I don't know. It's like, what can I say? I feel like they're just like not getting it, not getting like what makes things inconvenient. Like here's the thing, inconvenience does not mean good difficulty. That's kind of where I boil down to. If something is very inconvenient, then it's just inconvenient. A lot of fights in like Wiz are just super inconvenient. Like you can probably solo them, but like you either have to kind of be really sweaty and just kind of go with like a really tankish, like Jadish build and still kind of retain some of your offensive stats, or just be a death wizard. But like it just feels not so rewarding. It feels like a game of patience at the end of the day. You know, it's just not as great of a feeling. With the exception of a few bosses, I would say that Pirate's difficulty is pretty cool. Because there's a method to a lot of things. Like even Sinbad Part 3, there's like a method to it. And the only bad thing about Part 2 is it doesn't have whatchamacallit, it doesn't have dungeon recall. That's it. Like if like Sinbad Part 2 had dungeon recall, I feel like it wouldn't feel as bad to like, you know, do a challenge for it, you know? And it gives pretty good gear too. Yeah, soloing Part 3 is really fun. Part 3 is a really fun solo. The first time felt like hell, but when I did it without Scratch to test myself, you felt powerful? Oh, I bet. Yeah, I like the thing I liked about Part 3 was like the fight that was considered extremely hard. It really promoted you to go for like an assassination kind of style, which I found kind of cool. You know, you had a character in Sinbad that kind of helps with it. You know, he does some damage himself. He has a bleed effect outright with every hit, which is kind of cool. Have contested hide, go for an assassination. Like, there's a lot of things you could do about it to like, you know, get through it pretty quickly. Okay, I think the next place is going to be the tavern in the underground, the sewers. Yeah, Master Bun, yeah. Like, I like the fact that they kind of went about it where it's like, yeah, just try to go for an assassination type of style. Because people just found out you chain him to death before he gets a fan, the hammer. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's basically like an assassination type of strat. I think that's pretty cool. There's not many bosses where like you get the opportunity to just try an assassination attempt, other than like maybe Rook would be the only one. But like the thing about Rook is like it's not really easy to do just because like Kane teleports anytime Rook is hit, which is kind of annoying. But once you deal with that, you're like mostly fine, and then all you gotta worry about is Queen, being Queen. You know, just like potentially getting a bunch of lucky crit hits and, you know, somehow manages to dodge a lot of hits. Like, there's a lot of things that, like, can go wrong for you against Queen. Queen's like the wild card. Queen's the wild card of the fight. It can go really good or really terribly in like a matter of seconds. But yeah, Mastermind's pretty cool. Oh, that's good XP right there. Mm-hmm.
And a large organ. Can you nick 'em from the Fox Anarchists for me?
Isle Dog Sewers. Okay, so there's just one more. Which I think we just talked to him and didn't really give me anything I need, per se. Oh, also, I don't think I got the Z quest done, did I? I think I still have some stuff left. Let's see. Yeah, so we have Bakery Square, the Isle of Dogs, Isle of Fetch, the Red Fox's Lair, Invader's Fortress Hold. Red Fox's Lair? Let me see. Oh, pfft, I put Wizard instead of Pirate. There we go. Looking up a guide real quick. Just finishing a bunch of things. On stream, you know. Might as well. Be productive. Be a little productive, you know. God damn, dude. That's how small the game is, yeah. Would you consider it crazy that I pretty much remember where everything up on about the Z quest are? Not really. I know a lot of people who know this stuff like by heart. Me, I just don't bother with it, you know? I just don't really bother with it. There we go. Let's see. This one's easy. Wait, where the heck is Red Fox Lair? But if I did on Wiz, I'm gonna have to pull a guy a million times. I mean, there's a lot more for Wiz too, to be fair. Oh, there it is. Okay. Luckily, we have a little other quest area to help us a bit. I think it's a Radical's Lair, right? That's probably where it's located. I mean, hey chat, this is a good excuse to like, you know, get some stuff done while streaming and chilling. Oh, okay, it's a dungeon. Okay, and according to this, it's like at the very bottom. Got it. Did I never equip my... Oh wait, I'm not level 60 yet. I was about to say, did I never equip my level 60 gear? It's like, I'm not even level 60. What are you talking about? You're not even level 60, brother. Oh, I forgot about Ratbeard's promo. Oh, we need to do that. Yeah, we need to do that for sure. Oh, I'm like throwing. It's fine. Okay, Barclay Square, the Isle of Dogs, Isle of Fetch, Invader's Fortress Hold. Cool. You know, I actually forgot Rapier existed until you said something. He's still... Yeah, for me, he's still alive. For Kukki, no. For me, yes. He's got a couple close calls, though, to be fair. He's an ultimate tank, literally. I'm so happy to still have kept him after all this time. Okay, cool. Okay. Yeah, but Rapbeard, he's holding on. He's holding on really strong. And it's gonna be good because doing the side quest saga is gonna help him a lot with like giving him some more tankier like health stats and everything. So it's always nice to have. But yeah, this is the last world that we have to do. And then I guess I'll just do Rapbeard's promo. Might as well. Might as well do Rapbeard's promo. So we got an Invader's Fortress and the Isle of Fetch. Got it. Easy claps, dude. Here we go. Yeah, I remember that I totally forgot to do Rapbeard's promo during the last episode of the Marleybone saga. It went well anyway, but still, kind of sucked that I forgot to do it. So definitely not making that mistake again and doing it now, right after I get all these quests, because we're not that far off from finishing. Oh, looks like we have to actually do it. That sucks. That's fine, we can do it though. Oh, it's just one fight though. Yeah, I think you have to go underground, no matter what. Yeah, might as well. I was like, can I avoid the fight and just get the pearl? I was like, nope. It's not as simple, Mr. Frenzy. It's not as simple. Unfortunately, it's not as simple. Kind of like... That's so lame! That's fine. And he did. I was like, where'd the chain at? No, we're fine though. We're fine. So like, speaking of like, just like in general, like what I might plan to do since like school's actually coming soon. I think school's coming next Tuesday for me. I'm back at school. Definitely gonna be focusing more on that. But I'm thinking like maybe a stream like once a week, maybe even twice a week if able. But it might just be like a stream or maybe a video once a week, one of the two. So a lot of it's just gonna take a lot of planning. And it might just end up being that it'll be the same just like last time where it's like, yeah, I did say that, but like it ended up being like way more than that. And like I might be focusing more on school in general or not. You know, maybe it'll be a little bit of an easier semester and I can have a little bit more time to do, you know, streams and stuff or videos. But it all remains to be seen. But I definitely gotta get back more into video grinding for sure. In terms of videos, I did have a couple ideas, like I said before, that I didn't do this winter, so I could definitely do it, you know, this upcoming school year. And maybe a highlight video or two, you know, that could definitely work. Obviously, the Nuzlocke highlights are definitely a big one for me. Probably even potentially make one for Armored Core 6 of my playthrough, because it's been really fun doing that. There's a lot of things that I might want to do, but it just kind of all depends on my timing, availability, and all that. That's kind of it. I think they just died of poison, no? Nope. Sadly not. Now you die. Let's go, big dubs. Oh, hey, sis. Okay, so we got that done. Oh, there's the pearl right there. Wait! We got the Battle Angels robe. Let's go. Cool robe. Alright, so we just got the Isle Fetch one and we're done. And I think we pretty much got every quest that we needed anyway. Just trying to get this last one in. Because when I have more quests than this, but maybe that's all I have for now. I mean, there's a couple of good companion tome quests and all that, so should be okay. They should definitely update this to be similar to like the Wiz one, where it's like, you know, you can filter it and like have it per world and stuff like that, making it easier to keep track of everything. That will be nice. Maybe one day, guys. Maybe one day. Oh, is there like anything for Isle Fetch? Isle of Dogs, 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 dogs. Okay, cool. Man, it's over, fam. This game is dying still. I mean, hey, I'm still enjoying it. You know, at the end of the day. This is all that matters, to see if you enjoy it. How you doing, though, man? Go this way. Bingo. Okay, that takes care of that. I think I got every side quest that I need, though. I'm pretty sure, yeah. Pretty sure that's every side quest that I need for the time being. I mean, was there any in like Tumbleweed? I mean, I think I got every Tumbleweed, right? Yeah, Tumbleweed. We got Tumbleweed. I'm thinking. Skull Island. I mean, there wasn't much in Valencia. No, there definitely wasn't much in Valencia. Skull Island, Valencia. I'm thinking. I'm thinking. Let's see. Monquista, we already got that done. Cool Ranch. Mushu, which we just recently gotten through. I'm pretty sure we gotten through the whole thing. And then Marleybone. So yeah, I think that's every side quest that's important for the preparation stream of tomorrow, which is the side quest saga. And it's like maybe one less page or something because I accidentally accepted a couple quests I probably shouldn't have, but it'd be like that. Okay. Mark here. Talk to the professors. That way we can get their quests ready and everything. You got a point. I'm just bored at the fact that there's no world coming anytime soon. Yeah, I mean, like, honestly, my best advice to you, just play another game. Deadass. I'm not even kidding you. I say that to, like, a lot of things, especially when it comes to Wiz as well, because, like, sure, Wiz is getting new worlds and stuff, but there's a lot of things about the game that annoyed the crap out of me, and I mean, it's probably not going to change anytime soon, so, like, honestly, I just enjoy what I can, you know? I just enjoy what I can with, like, games I play. It's one of the reasons why I do the variety thing, even though it doesn't do well. You know, it's something that keeps me from, like, being burned out over a game that, like, may or may not get any sort of improvement. You know, it's just what I do. Because I feel like, you know, you kind of miss out, you know, if you're just so focused with, like, a game or two. And if it's something that you enjoy, sure, but, like, if it gets to the point where you start to, like, not enjoy it as much, you know, play something else for the meantime, you know? Enjoy what's out there. 2023 was a great year for video games. It was an amazing year. There was so much competition, for example, in the Game Awards, because a lot of those games were, like, freaking excellent to, like, really good. And I just happened to play one of those games that I, you know, got nominated and also won Best Action. Freaking Armored Core 6. Really fun game. Really fun. But yeah, there's just a lot of things you could be doing. You know, honestly, I kind of wish you were able to go up here. That would be so cool. But yeah, it's like, depending on what you're waiting for, if you got something else in mind, maybe you want to try out a new genre of games, you know, give it a shot. You might even end up liking the new genre, want to play more of the new genre. You know, you'll find something eventually. You'll find something eventually. But it all depends. Everyone has a different taste. Let's see. I think I got everything I need. Let's see. Ratbeard, where you at? Mr. Beard! No, seriously though, where the frick are you? Oh, it's right there. Wait. There you go. You know what I should do? I should definitely get like a refuel. You know, I definitely need a refuel. But yeah, I think I'm gonna end off with like getting this promo quest done real quick. This was just a chill stream, since I just kind of wanted an excuse to do a second stream, but also be productive with it. So what better way to do it than to, like, you know, do this while listening to some chill music and chatting with you guys about some things that are going on. I feel like there's no other better way to do it, you know? But yeah, definitely, I have a lot of things I want to do that I didn't get to do over the winter break. One of them being, you know, being able to do the Spider-Man series. So if you guys are into the Spider-Man series, want to see a playthrough of me doing it on stream, definitely stay tuned for that, because that's actually coming pretty soon. There's a lot of things I could do now that I can actually, like, you know, get some console gaming going. and you know, mix it up a bit. You know, not oversaturate with like, you know, the Nuzlocke series, which honestly I have kind of oversaturated a bit. I try to make all of them like fairly unique and fun in its own way, but it has gotten to the point where it's like, yeah, there's a lot of Pirate 101 stuff, and don't get me wrong, I love Pirate, but like haven't really been giving Wiz that much love when I have a walkthrough that's going on there. And honestly, I don't even want to play Wiz that much. I'll be real with you. I want to play my console games, man. You know? It's just so much fun. There's like so many games that I will miss out if all I did was just focus on the main games that I do, which is Wiz and Pirate. There's a couple things I want to do in Star World too, because I haven't ever showcased myself beating like some of the harder content, like Gears or the Swarm Disaster, which is pretty neat. Yeah, there's a lot of things I want to do. A lot of things. I haven't even got to build my Gunplas. Like, here's the thing. The thing about Gunpla is like I have to dedicate time to like actually make the Gunpla. I can't just be like, oh, one day I'll make the Gunpla and then I'll finish it the next day. It's like, nah, like I have to dedicate like a good amount of time for one day. And if I have a few things missing, I'll finish it the next day. But like typically, I want to finish the day of. Because it just, I don't know, it just feels nice when you finish it the day of. But I get so scared building them because it's like, they can be really fragile. And like, maybe I fuck up cutting a piece and now it's broken and now I'm just like, damn, I like spent $20 and it got broken. Just like our table, no. But yeah, it's something that I definitely gotta dedicate some time to. Alright, let me get a water. I need it. I need it badly. Oh yeah, funny thing. I was actually planning to do another episode of the Buccaneer Nuzlocke actually. But the reason that didn't happen was I got addicted to AC6. I mean, it all comes back to AC6. But the stream was actually longer than I expected, because I was just getting addicted to it again. And now that I got addicted to it, like, I just kept going and going with the missions, and it got to the point where I couldn't finish anything else for some reason. Let's go over here instead. Yeah, just like prevent the flanking usage. But it wasn't just that. I think the other reason why is because I just really wanted to do this, because then like I can actually be better prepared for tomorrow's stream. So like if Kukki happens to be ready earlier, then like I should be able to get the stuff that we need to get done earlier. And if not, I can at least like know with the fact that I finished it earlier, so I can use the extra time tomorrow for like, you know, maybe do some grinding in Genshin and Star Rail. Make some thumbnails and stuff like that. Like, I should have time to do other things. Or run errands if I have to run errands. Like, I don't have to worry about as much if I just finish this tonight. What's your favorite part about Pirate 101 overall? The combat. Definitely the combat. The combat's my most favorite part. And I will say the companions too, but like, it's kind of the same thing, you know. At the end of the day, I feel like the companions is like the same thing. It's the fact that the combat is based a lot around your companions, but not just your companions. It's also based around the idea of being able to chain as much as you can. That's kind of like the whole purpose, really. It's just like trying to chain as much as possible with your characters, which is really cool. And like different ways of like winning different battles is really dope. I wish they did more environmental stuff like they do in Fire Emblem. That's like my only complaint. Other than that though, yeah, it's a really freaking solid game. Like, I love it so much. It's such a good game. Does he have cheap shot? He doesn't. But yeah, it's definitely the combat. Companions are really good, but I feel like if I say the companions, I'm just gonna end up talking about their combat. their story, of course, but also their combat, and like it just kind of resides to the same thing. It's the fact that like you're able to fight with them. You know, that my favorite thing is the combat. Like it all boils down to the combat. The combat's the best part. Like most people when they play, they will play like very suboptimally, and like not like, you know, with the whole like, oh, they don't use bluff flames or anything, but like you can tell they're new with it, right? You can tell they're new with it because they don't like try to think about like, oh, how is it like I can get my companions to do more than just A, B, and C? How can I get them to do D, E, and F? You know? You know, because like, oh, when I normally play, it's like, okay, if I use this power, I get the part A done. Because of that, I can do part B, which is going to be the Blade Storm. And then potentially I can get the part C, which is going to be, you know, the potential Relentless, right? But then they miss out on like, oh, but like this character has flanking, for example. So that could basically be my part A for like an extra attack. You know, then part B is going to be after I do that attack. Maybe I can trigger some sort of like first strike. I dodge it because I have good dodge and I build up my good dodge. Now I can riposte. And then after that, I could potentially trigger my Relentless again. That's part C. Then once that's done, finally, it's my guaranteed epic strike. That's part D. Then after that, I get a Blade Storm. That's E. And maybe with that Blade Storm, I could potentially trigger like another first strike to a repost. Or maybe I can trigger the Relentless, which is part F. You know, that's the beauty of it, is trying to like, you know, find ways to go about, you know, specific, you know, situations in battle, you know, trying to get as much change as possible. It's the beauty of this game. And then that's just the epics, right? Then you can think about like your powers and like how they can be useful. Like maybe some powers just do straight up damage, but they don't really have chain potential. But that's fine because like you just want straight up damage. Maybe you had something like, for example, Brutal Charge, which, oh sure, it doesn't do as much damage, but it does give you a mobility boost. So maybe you want to have this so you can quickly get to the enemy as fast as possible. Maybe you want to have it to where you're taking control of being able to kind of be like a dodge tank in this game, which like, that's the thing I like about Gallant's Defense is like, you can essentially be like a dodge tank, like in Xenoblade with like Dunban. But in this case, like, because you have this and you have good dodge stats, you can basically block hits and, you know, escape enemy hits that were supposed to be on your companions for you if you set up correctly. Go for like an assassination kind of style. There's a lot of things you can do. So yeah, it all boils down to, I love the combat. The combat for this game is amazing. It's just it's very like, it's simple to like, I mean, I wouldn't say it's simple. There is a lot to take in for sure. But once you get like kind of like the fundamentals are the easy part. The hard part is being able to master those fundamentals and like extend them to where it just kind of comes off naturally, that you can do more with the basic fundamentals than you will realize naturally when you first play. And I just love how every class feels different. That's another good thing. My main issue with Wiz is how like every class feels very samey, and sure, there's some identity with the spells, but like it's just not that optimal. But like in Pirate, those different methods of play styles are optimal, and every school just has a very optimal way of going about it, but it's different in its own right. Or you could play similar to other classes if you have the hybrid build, and that's more to your kit. But there's some downsides to it too. Like let's say you wanted to do melee musket. Well, now that you're doing melee musket, you can't really, unfortunately, you can't really, you know, have that distance advantage that you have as a musketeer. However, you have an amazing accuracy. Honestly, the only thing I kind of find annoying, and this is basically for like both Wiz and Pirate, it's the buyback system. training point buyback or like practice point buyback, it's just really annoying. I feel like it's a very big hindrance in the whole concept of being able to try out new builds. It's like the one thing that's preventing you from being able to unlock the full potential in the combat of the game, because you have to like spend your resources, in this case your actual money, or like pray that it comes through a membership benefit for some reason, that you can be able to switch your build. You can't just switch it on the fly, sadly. And even then, doing is inconvenient. It adds more to the inconvenience when you have to pay for it. Humbug. The bug do be humming. Oh yeah, speaking of other things though, like in terms of gaming, I recently did a pull on Genshin. The Raiden Shogun banner has returned, and I kind of liked it because the weapon banner, although the 4 stars were very kind of like mid, the 5 stars were pretty cool. You either get the potential chance of getting the Yoimiya bow, which is really good, and it's actually like really cool because I like Yoimiya, or you could potentially get the Raiden Shogun like spear, which is great because I wanted it, since if I give her best in slot, I can give Shailing's best in slot. So I did some pulls on it. I did some pulls before then because I was trying to go for a different weapon, but like I ended up not getting close to it, and I decided, you know what, I'll just wait for the Raiden Shogun thing to come through, and then I get her spear, which is cool. So now I have her best in slot, which is awesome. Saves me some time. Dude, I love the fact that I got Team Hide right away. That's awesome. They hate these boxes, chat. They say fuck these boxes. Ooh, absorb, nice. Go for the big lead. That's right, we're going for the big leads now. They must be somewhere in these boxes, yeah. That's exactly how I think when they start attacking stuff like that. That's right, fan going off, let's go! I really hate knives. I'm gonna be real. I wish knives just had a little bit more range, you know? That's it. That's all I ask. Just a little bit more. I don't want it to be an abysmal freaking power.
Must have box upstairs. Let's go.
Would be cool if they could be just like the. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
More of the fiends. Prepare to face the might of.
Then again, it could be overpowered, but I mean, I don't know, man. It's just like I just want it to be good to decent. Because as they are right now, they're absolute garbage. It's like, well, technically, there's some uses you can use for knives, you know. It's like, nah, it's bad. It's bad, fam. Can't convince me otherwise. You know how broken this combo is? You know, okay. For some reason, I have this habit of calling Gaspard Japard, like from Honkai Star Rail. To be fair, they're practically the same person. They're a big beefy shoulder. Gaspard haters gone a little quiet. Dude, Gaspard is freaking awesome. I don't know what people are on about. Listen, you can't get any worse than Dead Mike. That's just me. That's just my personal opinion. You can't get any worse than Dead Mike. Although Dead Mike does have a good story though, to be fair. He definitely ain't my most favorite, but I don't hate him really. Yeah, definitely. Oh god, I'm gonna keep calling him Japard. Oh no. Oh man, I have such a habit of calling him Japard now. Thanks, Honkai Star Rail. Speaking of which, for those who haven't played Honkai Star Rail yet, if you happen to get interested, there's actually a free 5-star coming known as Dr. Ratio within the next banner update, which I think is within 6 days. If you happen to have access to the mail feature, then you should be able to get yourself a free Dr. Ratio, a limited 5-star imaginary hunt character. Who's also really good, I heard. I've seen some gameplay of it too. It's really good. Yeah, so like as long as you have access to the mail feature, which I believe you just have to get through the tutorial portion of the game, I think, which takes like maybe an hour or so, maybe sometimes even quicker. You'll be able to get yourself a free limited 5-star. It's not a standard. It's a limited 5-star. That's pretty good. People hate it if you don't got Milo on the swash. I got Gaspard on the swash and I didn't drop on the floor. You don't need Milo. I mean, it's nice to have him, but you don't need him. You can argue you don't really need a lot of the Presidio companions. The only reason why I even got Gaspard on this character is because it was like a backup Ratbeard. In case either me or Kukki lose Ratbeard, then like we basically got Ratbeard too. We got Ratbeard at home. That's what we got. We got Ratbeard at home. But happens to be pretty decent in their own way. My Musket got Milo for the agility buffs, but I don't really use any Presidio companions. Yeah, that's kind of not news to a lot of people. It's pretty common that you end up not really using your Presidio companions that much because your standard ones are just that good. That's smart. Yeah, we got Ratbeard at home, and then we got Ratbeard. Actually, I think Gaspard's dead. I'm not sure. I need to check the list, but we'll check it. We'll check it. People be freaking about Origin and Companion. Origin, I mean, like, here's the thing, right? I think that Naturally Spooky is like really good for every class except for Buccaneer. And the reason why is just because you want that extra spell power. That way you can actually increase your heals and many other goodies. And a lot of classes tend to have like use for the extra spell power. I would say the 3 main classes that will really need that spell power will be Witch Doctors, probably Musketeers, arguably, just because they have bombs and stuff, and that's like their main kit. And Privateers. But specifically Privateers and Witch Doctors. You can kind of make a case for Musketeer not really needing them. But I think they need them because bombs is like their main kit. It is literally like their main kit. So like you'd be You'd be pressed not to have it.
Is that all?
And then Buccaneers, honestly, Born Warrior, because you want extra spell. I mean, not spell power, but like weapon power. You can go for more accuracy. I think more accuracy wouldn't hurt you. Keen eyes wouldn't really hurt you. I don't know. My thing is like I like exact stats. My kind of preference is exact stats. I don't want stats where it's like, oh, you can potentially do more. You know, I like stats where it's like you're guaranteed to get something. Not that you're given the better chance to get something. I want something that's guaranteed. That's the way I see it. It's the same thing like when, like for example, in Honkai Star Rail, when you have like attack percent or like true damage, you typically would go over like true damage. It kind of depends. Or like, oh, there's a better example. Crit rate or crit damage, right? Which one do you prefer? It depends on the situation. But if you have a pretty good, decent amount of like crit rate, and you happen to have characters that can boost your crit rate, you would probably go for the crit damage, because getting like, let's say for example, a 60% crit rate to like a 90% crit rate, comparison to a like, I don't know, hypothetically 125 crit damage to like 200 crit damage, but you still have around 60%. You would rather just take the crit damage and just like have other characters that could potentially buff your crit rate, so you can have more likelihood of having that crit even hit. But if you happen to have a character that does multiple hits, then like you will probably prefer that crit damage anyway, because eventually you're gonna hit. It's gonna be impossible for you not to hit because you hit so much. With spell power and like naturally spooky or like Born Warrior, those stats are guaranteed. You're guaranteed like a certain set of stat bonus. But when you get something like Keen Eyes or like Born Sneaky, you get RNG stats where it's like, yeah, you get them guaranteed, but it's like a potential chance of something happening more often than not, and it's not that high of a chance either. So like, that's something that could be manipulated too. Like, yeah, sure, there'll be cases where you'll win some more matches, or you lose some more matches if you have or don't have it. But chances are it's not that significant. You know, you're better off getting something that's more guaranteed. But that's just my philosophy. That's my personal preference in playing. Everyone has their own way. I got Spooky on Musket and Witch though. Yeah, I mean, Spooky on Musket is like nice. It's nice to have because it's like, you know, your main kit is literally just having good set of bombs going off almost every time. But it's like the whole crit rate, crit damage conversation though, in like Genshin or Star Rail. Like, if you have a decent bit of crit rate, and you have an opportunity to significantly increase your crit damage, and maybe if you're really worried about crit rate, you have a character that can help you with like getting a little bit more crit rate, but like you're a character that hits multiple times, go for the crit damage. You're better off for crit damage. You get more damage output. Crit rate is just a chance at the end of the day, but the crit damage is basically guaranteed when you get the crit. I remember them. I didn't know that the way your parents died will determine the companion you get. Yeah, me neither. The first time I played it, I was like, oh, which one sounds cool? I'm like, oh, this sounds cool. And it turns out that's how you get your companion. Yeah, at the time, I never knew.
Yes, Captain? Is that all?
I always choose Armada because I just like to think that of my pirates would also kill the Armada for revenge. Yeah, exactly. And I was stuck with like a million Gaspards. Gaspard the goat. The goat Gaspard. I only got one now though, so we chillin'. I feel you. You can get their variants too. You can get like their alter counterparts, but it's like the same thing. It won't be the exact same, but like, you know, in terms of like what they get, it's pretty much the exact same, but they look different. I'm getting a guinea pig army. Let's go.
Is that all? Aye. Yeah, hey.
There we go. It's dead now. Let's go. Big dubs. Big dubs.
Good show. Thank goodness you came along. Please get me back to the trade legation and have a mitsu.
So I didn't get anything like unique or anything here, so that's fine. Someone what's called Gaspardo a fake Italian? I mean, they might be right. They might be right. I have no idea.
Tired of this game. I'm the Peter Goose this time. What a proper hunting. Ask the dead.
Gaspard needs some respect on his name. Don't tell the pirate server they finna feed me to the Barracudas. I mean, I don't know why. Why they would. But to be fair, I barely interact in the server. Like, I'm just like, oh, I just say hello and I just leave. You know who interacts more there? Kukki. Kukki interacts more there. Not me though. I'm busy. Not me though. I'm like really busy. Yeah, Noodle too. Noodle too. I don't know. I just don't really interact much there. But I say like hello every now and then. Alright, here we go. Oh yeah, I think Scratch is like the future, right? Scratch is the future ghost. So like, I guess that means that we're almost done with this quest. Oh, thank God. I'm not gonna lie, I am getting a little tired now. I want to change my clothing. Oh, did you guys see this shirt? So like, if you don't know of a VTuber known as like Onigiri, cooking VTuber, really cool. I love their content. And they had like a collaboration with Apari, which makes some really high quality shirts. So this is like the front, and then this is like the back part of it, which if you can see, got like a onigiri on it. He's fishing. And then you have at the front, Onibro as like the lore. It's really cute. I like the shirt a lot. It's really well designed. Yeah, like I got a couple merches from Apari, like the Trash Taste merch, the purple and white shirt that I have from Trash Taste. That's one of the shirts I have from that brand. Ira Mouse shirt that I have of her Demon Queen form. Really, actually, is it her Demon Queen form? No, I think it's just a birthday one. I forgot which one it is, but it's really cool. And then I have this Onigiri one. The moment I saw it, I was like, yeah, I want this. I wanted this color too. There was a pink one that was kind of cool, but I'm like, I'll be real, like, the pink is cool, but I don't really have this color. So I was like, yeah, just go with something you don't normally get. Because normally I get black. Because it just matches with everything, right? And like white, it's like, it does match pretty well, but it gets dirty really easily. But if there's like another color that's just like unique or so, that like I don't really have much of, then I'll probably get it. It just depends, man.
Hollowell? Sure I know him. In fact, I'm his landlord. He leases a
Whoa, he's a landlord.
not far from here.
Damn. That's crazy. Yeah, but I like the shirt a lot. I'll be wearing it pretty often, I'm pretty sure. Might as well, I paid good money for this. I'll probably wear the Iron Mouse one tomorrow, in case you want to see it. Actually, maybe not. I might wear my Lakers shirt because they're playing tomorrow. It's my good luck shirt. I forgot to wear it yesterday. But it's my good luck shirt.
You, I suppose? If so, save your breath. I have nothing to say. Oh, there's a problem. Rat thing. Vile pirate. Took a sea chest from me a long time ago. The letter was in it. You'll have to get it back.
Listening to this like just makes me want to play Gran Turismo now. Like I'm not even good at it. I just wanted to play it. Like I played like the first one, and I think I did the career for the third one, but like I never finished it. I think, but I did do the career, and I heard like one of the best ones. I never got to play much of it because I didn't know there was a career mode. I didn't even know how to get to it. But I think it was the fourth game, like on the PS2. That one looks beautiful, by the way, for its time. And it still looks pretty good. But yeah, that one is another fun one. That, like, honestly, I would like to do a career mode for it, because, I don't know, I heard it was good. Alright, this should be a rather quick fight. Well, actually, we'll hold off for a little bit. Just for a little longer. That way I can get my poison in. Yeah. The bird's a tank. Never mind. Never mind. It's already close to dead. Yeah, I should do it. Maybe. Alright, here comes Rapper. And he dies from poison. Let's go. Love how they're still going for my bird. Except for that guy. Yeah, I guess I go for this one, why not? Okay, this should be the end of it. Oh, I love that. The freaking crit hit. Let's go. We love when that happens, chat. Oh, I'm surprised he's not dead yet. That's crazy. Still not dead yet. Still not dead. Sadly. Now he's dead. Just breathe on him. Oh, it's because of Spartan missed.
Found the sea chest.
No wonder.
Let's get it back to Hollywood.
How long have we been streaming? Oh, about 2 hours. Yeah, I expected that. Had a feeling this was good for, this was like a good, like, somewhat 2-hour stream. Just getting all those side quests and getting this Rapbeard quest done. That way I don't have to worry about it in the future. And I think we have to just deal with the mans. Oh, never mind. Okay. I don't know why I thought I was gonna deal with Milo, or not Milo. You know, Ratbeard's friends or whatever. Yeah, I guess we're done. Nice. What a great timing. So we got to be able to do the promo quest. Finally, took me forever. We're able to get pretty much all the side quests that we need for the time being. There might be more that lead up to other ones, but like other than that, like we should be fine. And we were also able to obtain ourselves the shit, like the practice point. There you go. I was like, what is it called again? It's a practice point. Yeah, we're able to do a lot of things today, so that's good. Now I have nothing to worry about tomorrow except for like making the thumbnail and hopefully making it on time. But I don't think I'll be running errands for too long anyway. Fingers crossed and knock on wood. Alright, here we go. Rapid promo, Yard. Yeah. Rapid build, let's go. He's finally at his max potential, kinda. Definitely Bladestorm 2. So yeah, we got hold the line 2, repel 3, hold the line 3, repel 3, Bladestorm 2. Nice. Yes, sir. Completed, let's go. Okay, so I think with that being said, this is definitely probably going to be the stopping point for today's stream. I hope you guys did enjoy the more chill stream. I might do more streams like this because like I'm definitely due for like a couple of them for sure. But yeah, tomorrow hopefully we can get towards getting the side quest saga stuff done. Hopefully finish it by tomorrow. That'd be great. If not, then like we'll just finish it another day. But the hardest part really is just getting all those quests. Once that's said and done, being able to do them is pretty easy for the most part. So yeah, definitely something that I'm looking forward to, and I hope that we do really well with it. But other than that, I hope you guys did enjoy today's stream. I think the only stream we'll be doing for tomorrow is just going to be the Soul Link with Kukki, and that's pretty much it. So definitely stay tuned for that for sure. Potentially tomorrow. We'll see how it goes with the maintenance thing with Kukki. But other than that, if you did enjoy the stream, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you haven't, join the Frenzy Familia, that's one of the best ways to stay tuned and up to date with any future content is through the community tab. The other method is through Twitter, which the link will be in the description below. As always, to everyone watching, remember to stay frenzy. Peace, and have a good night.